July marks the middle of the calendar year and the beginning of the fiscal year for some. Mortgage rates and housing costs are, of course, something we've been seeing in headlines. We've been talking about it here in the newsroom as well. Here to give us some insight into some mid-year home ownership trends is Robert Brown from Rock Mortgage Lending. Hey, Robert, welcome back.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, let's jump into what kind of trends that you're noticing from home buyers.
Well, there's several different generational trends that would kind of surprise you. In fact, our youngest buyer was 18 years old, and our oldest buyer recently was 88 years old.
Really?
So it's going all over the place.
Okay, that's very interesting. Okay, so some younger folks are out there buying homes, putting their stamp on home ownership. Gotta love that. And you did just touch on this, which is some generational trends. Anything else that you're seeing, Robert?
Well, you know, a lot of people, there's been a misconception out there for like the younger group, the millennials. They were out of the home buying process. Some of them were buying tiny homes, things like that. But they comprise the biggest segment right now. They're like 43% of the buying people. And then you've got the Gen Xers, myself. We won't talk about that age group, but we're a little over a quarter of the demographic. And the most surprising to me is the 65 and older bunch are, they used to be downsizing, but now they're selling and they're upsizing. So it's just very different.
Okay, so it just depends maybe on age group is what you're seeing when it comes to the type of home. So it could be from tiny homes to maybe some older clients, maybe their kiddos have moved away and they're downsizing from those big old homes to something a little bit smaller and more manageable. Okay, good to know. Now, what about as we're out there shopping for a home, Robert? We know it's very hard to figure out what's the right fit for us. What are some tips you have there?
Well, the right fit, I mean, you know, you're going to be paying more for your house right now. I mean, it's basically just a situation where you've got to get your team in order, and you've got to your power team, so to speak,
sure.
A good real estate agent, and because it's harder to buy, and so you've got, you know, you're nationwide. We've had 20% increases in property values. And Arkansas is really not much different. So when you're looking at that, in fact, the median price point in Northwest Arkansas is up to around 307,000 now, which is pretty shocking.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's talk about any trends with first-time home buyers. Any changes have you seen, especially with the way the market is going now? Are you seeing that first-time home buyers, are they kind of going big or go home, or they're starting off small and then advancing? What are you seeing there?
Right now, they're just trying to buy what they can get.
Okay.
It's so aggressive out there that it's pretty much just what can we do? And they're comprised of about 34% of the market right now.
Okay.
And surprisingly enough, last year, you know, in that 31 and below range, 81% of those were first-time home buyers. So it's a big market.
Yeah. Well, if you're out there trying to navigate the home buying process, please do not do it alone. Contact folks like Robert and the team at Rock Mortgage Lending. We've got some information to share with you on how you can contact Robert and do that. Robert, any extra advice that you want to put out there before we let you go?
You know, buying a house is super important. Like I was about to get into a minute ago, it's epically important to assemble your team, your superhero team, so to speak. You've got to plan, and if you can plan for it, there is a great deal of financial gain, emotional gain, social gain for being a homeowner. It's just there's all kinds of different loans out there for people. You know, if you're a first-time home buyer, some loan types can help you pay for your down payment or closing cost. There's other zero down loans out there. A lot of people think you still have to do 20% down, and you just don't.
Okay.
And so that would be the biggest thing I could tell you.
Okay. Now, as you're assembling your team, make sure Robert's a part of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be all right with that.
Robert, thanks so much.